This is the story of 1967, when something was going to be found in the sea just a few kilometers away from the coast of Greece, which was going to be very surprising and impressive for archaeologists in the future. In 1967, Nicholas Fleming Nami, a maritime archaeologist, went a short distance off the coast of Greece known as Elefanisos. Every time Nicholas went to search for something new in the sea around Ireland, but later he was returned empty-handed by fate. But this time Nicholas' life was going to change. Once again, welcome to Global Facts Videos. At the depth of 13 feet of the sea, Nicholas's eyes fell on some stones that looked very strange from other stones. The shapes of these stones were made in a regular pattern, that is, they did not look natural at all. There was a quest to know about it, that's why he decided to go to deep now. And as he went deeper, he realized that these regular shaped stones were actually nothing but the foundation stones of the building, and they were spread over an area of thousands of meters. At first Nicholas did not understand what the foundation stones of the building were doing in this sea, but later he was fully convinced that he had found something extraordinary in this part of the sea. But it was very important to know the real truth. The next time Nicholas went to this place with full preparation. The entire team that came with Nicholas was stunned when they saw scattered all the things that are used by humans, including pottery, tools, and not only that, but also building foundations made of stone and mud. Roads was also visible, which means that this is not a light settlement, but a well-developed city. There was no doubt that Nicholas had found the ruins of a city that was destroyed centuries ago and sunk in this sea, hidden from the rest of the world. Has happened. This underwater city was named as Pavlopetri, which had disturbed the sleep of thousands of archaeologists and researchers after 1967. After all, how big was this whole city? What kind of race did the people living here live? And how much planning did they do in this area? And the most important thing is that this is not Atlantis, which according to Plato suffered a terrible destruction 11,000 years ago. These were all the questions that arose after Pavlopetri's discovery, and even after many years, no one was able to find the answer. But as technology progressed, once again research was started on Pavlopetri. Dr. John Henderson from the University of Nottingham started research on this underwater secret from the point of view of technology. It was extracted from the corn by using it. Broken earthen pots were scattered together, which looked like it might have been the kitchen of a person who lived thousands of years ago. The researcher has found around 50 graves of all sizes. A few kilometers away from the coast of Greece, many evidences of human habitation have been found in this underwater city, but it was difficult to find out the true reality of this city only from Divangay. So now it was the turn of technology, i.e., it was the time of sonar scanning. Sonar is a device that is placed in the water and it creates special sound waves, and these sound waves are reflected by hitting different objects in the sea. So the receiver captures these views and then a 3D model is created. After the underscanning of Pavlopetri, a 3D model of it was made. In this model, the reality of Pavlopetri was revealed, which was impossible to know only by divination. The sea that had covered this original reality, and everything was now clearly visible. These lines that you see are the foundations of the buildings that were built in this race. There were also big buildings and small houses. It was an administrator's office of this city or a political man's house. This empty space of the model. But perhaps a market or a plaza was built. But the most surprising thing is that all the buildings here were built in a proper pattern, as it is today in modern cities. That is, this mysterious underwater city was in the hands of such a civilization of humans. Where there was enough discipline, all these buildings spread over 20 acres, and it was found that 5,000 people lived here. But the question is, who were these people and what race lived here? It was found from their carbon dating that these people are 5,000 years older than the fire, and because the evidence of this has already been found from the historical industry that pottery was made in the Bronze Age. This city used to be on water 5,000 years ago. This is a revolutionary race for humans was when Pavlopetri's levitation is redesigned with the help of a computer. It will look something like this. Discovered after 5,000 years, the shape of this underwater city was being seen for the first time in Ireland, surrounded by the sea, which was given the shape of a proper city. But why was the city built here with so much planning at such a remote location? Behind this, a secret which is now being told to everyone. This secret was going to give information to the people living in Pavlopetri, which was really surprising to everyone. Pavlopetri's location on the map was such that it was very easy to do business all over the world from here. Meaning that this location was specifically chosen, so that the people living here could easily do business with some of the wreckage scattered under the water. Evidence has also been found, which proves that Pavlopetri used to be a manufacturing hub in this race, and even if it was a cloth manufacturing, in the ancient race, whenever the clothes were made, stones of equal weight were placed on the edges of the threads. They used to go so that there is no movement in the thread. These stones are called vimvits, and thousands of such vimvits have been found at the location of Pavlopetri. They used to make it and export it all over the world. That is, it will not be wrong to say that Pavlopetri used to be an extraordinary busy city in this race. The debris found at Pavlopetri is a clear indication that something happened there that destroyed the city overnight. But all the things that are useful for humans have been found here, which proves that the people living here had no chance to leave. It was lowered far below the water level, and thus the name and mark of this business hub was erased in one fell swoop. It is not Atlantis. So where did Atlantis that was destroyed 10,000 years ago go? According to Plato, there lived people who had extraordinary powers and considered themselves gods. Hope you will like and share this Global Facts video. We'll meet you in another amazing video. Thanks for watching.